It's rare that I will watch a film and struggle to find anything positive about it. But aside from maybe some decent acting and some well-developed but boring characters, everything you want just doesn't really have anything going for it. Now, the whole well-developed but boring characters feels like a bit of an oxymoron, but I will explain that in a moment. This was released in 2005. To its credit, it feels like it was released more recently. It feels quite fresh. It's very well lit, by which I mean it's brightly lit, not that it's lit. And it just feels like it was released more recently. But beyond that, it's a bit awkward. It's directed by Ryan Little, written by Stephen A. Lee and Kevin Lawrence King, apparently based on the play by Natalie Prado. I don't know anything about that. If you do, feel free to let me know. And I will say the acting is good. I really like the acting. Shiri Appleby plays Abby, Nick Zano is Quinn, Alexandra Holden is Jessica. And I will say all of the characters in this are incredibly annoying. I can't find anything positive to say about the narrative. So the description from IMDb is as follows. A visionary and artistic young woman finds her love torn between her imaginary boyfriend and a real boy from one of her classes. Okay, so first of all, this imaginary boyfriend, the rate at which that's revealed is actually pretty good. There is some good pacing there that I thought was quite impressive. But after that, it gets quite dull, and I don't like the character. I don't like the decisions. If this was a drama, and it was maybe a serious look at the psychological effects of having a fictitious romantic interest who's getting in the way of your real happiness, you could definitely do a great analysis on that in a film from a psychological perspective that was a lot more dramatic. That would be interesting. I think that would be quite a fascinating thing to see. But this is meant to be a rom-com. Yeah, marginally romantic, but the com part, I didn't particularly find it funny at all. So, and Abby is a character as well, our protagonist. She was okay, and then she began to annoy me. But I don't know. It's not a good film. It's not the worst film I've ever seen, by which I mean it's not offensive, it's not badly shot, the actual pacing is okay. And when I say the characters are well developed but boring, I mean they actually have really detailed backstories, and as they develop and learn more about themselves throughout the film, it's pretty well done. But they're not interesting. And yes, having an imaginary boyfriend could be interesting, but the film doesn't handle that aspect very well. Of course, as a rom-com, it couldn't do that in a way that's fascinating because it would turn it into something much more serious. Everything You Want has an interesting premise, but it has the wrong genre. I feel like it doesn't handle the genre very well. It doesn't really do the comedic aspect at all. It could have been great. With a different angle, it could have been fascinating. But unfortunately, it's not one that I'm going to recommend.